Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoy All Change.
Olivia Johnson! It's you!
It is. Do we know each other?
Joe Parker, remember?
Joe! Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't recognise you.
Didn't have a beard then, did I? You're just as I remember you.
Oh, so you mean I've always looked 40?
Didn't mean that.
I'm joking. Oh, it's good to see you, Joe. What are you doing here?
Oh, it's the kids' it's present. You?
Same.
What a coincidence!
Not quite. If you remember, we shared the same birthday. Had that joint birthday party once.
Were we like 5, 6?
5. Oh, before I became obsessed with unicorns.
And me with football.
So, how do you feel about this experience?
Not sure, to be honest. Not really my kind of thing.
What? Which? The self-reflection or virtual reality?
Both. Not really my kind of thing. Don't know what to expect.
I think it's a bit like a train journey.
You mean you're never on time and there's not enough seats?
Oh, you've not changed, I see.
On the contrary, I have. Quite a bit, in fact.
Oh, well, that makes 2 of us.
Welcome to All Change. Your journey is about to start. Please take your seats. A member of staff will bring your VR goggles. As we take you through the past 40 years, this memory train will stop at a number of important stations to allow you time to reflect on the journey that has led you here. We hope the experience is enjoyable, rewarding, and possibly thought-provoking.
Let us begin at your beginning. Our first station, Jessup's Hospital. It's a Thursday night in October. Not, of course, that you'll remember, but you were there. Just. Your families are taking in the news of your arrival.
Well, Bob, or should I say Dad? Say something.
I'm speechless. Look at him! Look at him! My strong, special, handsome little lad! Hey, you can see buildings in his blood. Look at him. You're looking at the heir to the family business.
Well then, Jim, or should I say Dad? Say something.
Wow, I am speechless, man. Look at her. My daughter, man. Wow, my beautiful, shining, delicate little princess, man. Wow. You're looking at the next Mariah Carey, man. She'll be dancing with the stars, man. Wow, man, wow.
It's amazing. I mean, Dad, that's him there. Who owns, along with his brother, a successful building firm. Yeah, I know, Bob the Builder. A man's man, I suppose you'd call him. Self-made and proud of it. I used to think me being a boy was because of his genes. Or at the very least what he'd got in them.
Well, my dad, Jim, that's him there, left when I was 2 to go and smoke cannabis in a commune somewhere in Somerset. So, I became the child of a single parent, a very hard-working night shift nurse of a single mum who needed lots of help from nurseries and her mum, my nan, to get me through early childhood. Yes, it was women, women, women. Oh, except for my older brother Noah, but he was a nerd. Oh.
Next stop, Main Road Primary School, or Academy as it is now, 5 years later. Again, it's a Thursday, and it's time for...
Show and Tell!
And then we went home and had pizza for tea.
Lovely, Poppy. How nice for you to have pizza for tea. Yes. Just like last week and the week before, I think. Yes. Finally, class, we've got our 2 birthday children. Olivia, Joe, thank you for waiting so patiently. Come up and show us what you've brought in to show. So, who's going to go first? Olivia, what have you brought to show us?
I brought what my auntie and uncle brought me. It's a nurse's kit, but my mum says I can be a doctor if I want.
And she's right, Olivia. You can be a doctor, can't she, children?
Yes, Mrs. Robinson.
And you've got something else there, I think. A pair of shoes.
Yes, miss. Proper dancing shoes. My dad brought them for me.
And are you going to have dancing lessons?
Don't know, miss.
Children, put your hand up if you have dancing lessons. None of you boys, then? Thank you, Olivia. It's your turn now, Joe. What have you got?
Tools, miss. My dad got me them. And a pair of football boots, miss, for my uncle. He likes football, miss.
And do you like football, Joe?
It's alright. My uncle says I'll get to like it more and more. He says all boys do.
Lots of boys and girls like football, don't we, children? Put your hands up if you like football. So, there we are. The last thing for us to do is to sing Happy Birthday to Joe and Olivia. All together.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Joe and Olivia. Happy birthday to you.
Right now, off you go to the clothing for your coats. Does anybody need a toilet? Is everything all right, Joe?
Could I have dancing lessons, miss?
Of course you can, Joe.
But I'm a boy.
Yes, you are. But that doesn't stop you dancing. Lots of the greatest dancers are boys, well, men. So if you want to dance, Joe, you dance. Right, home time. Come on, let's collect your coat.
And did you have dancing lessons?
In an undercover sort of way, yes.
Undercover?
My grandmother was a child of the 60s, a sort of free-spirited purple, who, when Dad wasn't looking, which was often as he was so busy building things, used to take me to all sorts of dance and music sessions, which always seemed to include rainbows and butterflies. You can imagine the sort of thing. But I liked it. It was different. But when Dad found out, he didn't approve, of course.
Sandra? I says Sandra. Sandra, your mother, you're away with the fairy's mother, has been taking our Joe to more of them funny dance and music do's. Sandra, I am talking to you.
Calm down, Bob, calm down. I can hear you. Don't get yourself in a lather, please. It's not good for your blood pressure.
But it's not right. not normal, him spending all his time dancing with girls. It's no good for him.
But Bob, it's 2006. Look at Wayne Sleep.
Weighing sheep.
Wayne Sleep, he's a dancer. Lots of boys and men do dancing.
Lots of boys do lots of things, but they're not the kind of lads he should be messing with. Anyway, enough's enough. I'm going to find him a proper sports club. A boys' club. A football team.
What? So you can stand on the touchline and shout a lot? That would do him the world of good.
I'm not discussing it no more. Women just don't understand these things. It's man stuff.
God help us. What do you want for your tea? Raw meat again?
Eh?
All change.
So, who won? Dad or Grandma?
Dad, at least in the short term. As I said, he was used to getting his own way. I suppose when you're 6, 7, 8, it's hard to get in.
Difficult to swim.
It's difficult to swim against the parents' tide, if it's a strong one, that is.
True. I suppose I was lucky. I was happy to go with Mum's flow. She was on her own, making her own decisions, mending her own plugs. She wanted the same for me. So, she wasn't into the girly bit. No, my problem came with my friends and their mothers.
Next up, coffee shop.
Now, girls, talk and play nicely while your mummies have a nice chat. Poppy, have you brought your brush for Chloe's hair?
Yes, Mummy, I always bring it with me. Chloe likes having her hair brushed. I do it just how you do mine, Mummy.
Oh, how sweet. And Holly, have you bought Chelsea's makeup?
Yes, Mummy, I always bring Chelsea's makeup, Mummy, when we go out. She needs her makeup, Mummy, just like you.
Oh, I don't need makeup. I just like it, that's all. All mummies like makeup.
And where's your dolly, Olivia?
In the shed, I think. I brought this book.
Oh, how interesting. What is it, fairy stories?
It's about space, planets, rockets and things. It's a science book. I want to be a scientist when I grow up.
Oh, how lovely.
So, you did your own thing even then?
Sort of. When I got home, I dug the doll out of the shed and put a sort of lab coat on her. Then I'd read to her all about what I'd read in my books.
When your friends came round?
Oh, I'd stick her in the clothes she came in when she was new. Well, you've got to fit in, haven't you? Even at that age. Girls will be girls, unfortunately.
And boys will be boys, as my dad never tired of saying, and his boy would, definitely would, be a proper boy. So, football it was. Thank God I was good at it, although it might have been better if I hadn't been. Watching his son, his lad, make a pillock of himself might have changed his mind. As it was, he could stand and be proper proud, very noisily, embarrassingly proud, in the assembled ranks on the Sunday morning touchline.
So you played?
God, yes. Every Sunday morning for 7 long years, from 9 to 16. But things came to a head in the final season. We were on a cup run, made the quarter-finals. But I joined this theatre group. Mum knew, Dad didn't. And we were rehearsing for a musical 2 nights a week. I kept on playing. I was really into it. The acting, the singing, the dancing. It really felt right to me. Far more than football ever had. I kept on playing to keep in with my mates. And this quarter-final was the biggest match of the season.
Next stop, recreation ground.
Things were going okay. We were 1-0 up, and then, with a few minutes to go, I started daydreaming, thinking about my lines, my big final song.
Come on, this is ridiculous, Rat. Come on.
Full time!
So you won?
Yes, but no thanks to me. But it was what happened next that was the problem.
Yes! Come on! Well done, lads! Come here, well done!
Joe, what the bloody hell happened there? That were miles away!
I wish.
Here, thank God for Kevin the keeper, eh? Kevin, come here, me lad. Well done, well done!
It's alright, Mr. Parker. You're a crap penalty anyway. They hit like a lass! Hey, Danny!
He did that.
Hey, well done.
Anyway, thanks for lending me your goalie gloves, Joe. Stick them in your bag here.
Yeah.
What's this you got?
It's nothing. It's just a book.
Guys and Dolls? That's the film. Me mum's got it. It's a musical.
What you got that for, Joe?
Well, if you must know, I'm gonna be in it.
You in a musical?
What are you? A guy or a doll? I feel the face football's coming on.
You're not kidding. Hey everybody, you're not gonna believe this. Joe's in a musical.
Singing and dancing. Go on, let's go.
Right. Oh, you've got some explaining to do, me lad.
Funny, isn't it? You see, I always imagined you lads were as you were because you wanted to be. Whereas we girls had to be sheep. We had to follow the latest fashion, listen to the most popular music, wear your hair and makeup just right, or you'd be out.
Next stop, party time.
I cannot wait for tonight. Oh, you've not had a party in ages.
Well, not since last month, anyway.
Emma, what are you wearing?
I was thinking crop top, hot pants, wedges.
Sounds like a fast food order.
You're so funny, Liv. You're so funny.
What are you wearing then, Liv?
Well, she can wear one of my dresses.
Yeah.
Well, your style just really doesn't cut it for tonight. Here, why not put on some lippy too?
I don't wear makeup.
We can see that.
Oh, you're such a plain Jane, Liv.
Here, try some of this too.
What is it?
Eyeliner, silly. See, you look gorgeous with that on, Liv.
Well, I wouldn't say gorgeous. She looks better though. Right, girls. Selfie time.
Where are you going to post it?
Instagram, and then who knows or cares? God, don't be such a prude.
Oh, come on, Liv. Come and join us.
Look, are you in or out?
In?
What is that face?
The right Victoria Beckham. There's lots of premature wrinkling around lots of mouths down to that, I reckon. But seriously though, what really got to me was how I just accepted how they were to me, to each other. They were so different online to in person. To be honest, I didn't even recognise them.
OMG, having the best time at Lucy's! Exclamation mark.
Hey, comma, fancy meeting up later, winky face, winky face.
Hashtag with my best gal friends, love heart emoji. Hey Frankie, yeah, I'm still out with these bitches. Can't wait to leave.
Oh, great party!
Yeah, well, it's one way to celebrate the end of GCSEs.
Oh my God, Zac Efron is so sick. Liv, what? Do you even know who Zac Efron is?
Yeah, of course I do. Why?
Well, don't you think he's fit?
No, not really. He's a bit too beefy.
What? That's what makes him so dreamy. And he can sing.
Here, Liv. Try one of these.
I don't smoke. They thought I was a prude. I didn't wear makeup or have the latest fashion. Zac Efron didn't give me the hot flushes. But you have to follow the crowd. So, for an easy life, I just...
Go on. Go on.
Liv, do you know who you remind me of? Girls, who does Liv remind you of?
My mother!
No, think pink. Pink ladies?
Of course! Little Miss Perfect, Sandra D.
That's the one! Grease's Virgin Queen.
Mind you, she turned out to be a bit of a raver. What chance, Olivia?
Unlikely, eh, Olivia? Can't see you in black leather.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't...
Come on, girls, more drink.
Yeah!
See you, Sandy.
Look at me and Sandra D.
God! How did you stand it? You must have been miserable.
I was. Quite often. I think lots of teenage girls are. Even the ones who seem comfortable with it all, I think, aren't as secure as they seem. But no one wants to say so, or you get frozen out. Friday nights on your own are no fun. So for a while I lived with it. And them. Not like you, it seems. How did you sort things? What happened when you got home with your dad?
Ah, well, you know how it is. In your mind, you've got all these things that you're going to talk about. But when it comes down to it, you don't. Old habits, I suppose.
You're not wrong. All those times I was talking to myself in my head. Those times I was shouting to myself in my head. But...
And did you, eventually?
Eventually? But only after I met someone.
Sounds interesting.
Oh, not that kind of someone or that kind of meeting. No, someone different. And I mean, really different.
Wow, that's a coincidence. So did I. And afterwards, things clicked.
Next up, rehearsal room.
Roger, from the beginning?
Yeah, no scripts.
Fine. Then perhaps I'll run through with them first.
All right, you're done right. Can I ask you something?
Hey, it's me first.
Sorry. Look, I meant, can I, Joe, ask you, Luca, something?
Suppose so. Yeah, what?
Well, I don't know, I've been thinking about asking you about it for a while, but I thought it'd seem a bit rude.
Try me. I'm not easily offended.
Okay, look, here it is. We're both playing young men, right?
Right.
And, well, I'm a boy, a man, a male, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I know what male means. And what you're trying to say is that I'm not.
Yeah. No, sorry, no.
Well, that's cleared that up then.
Sorry.
Don't be. Shall I explain?
Oh, please, I mean, if you don't mind.
No, not at all. I like explaining it. You see, as far as I'm concerned, I was born in the wrong body. In my head, for a long time, I've been a boy, well, male as you put it, and I decided eventually that it's what's in my head that matters. And if that makes me different to other people, so what? It's me who has to live with me. I am and what my head tells me to be.
And is that okay?
It is for me, and if it isn't for anyone else, well...
I suppose that's their problem.
You could say that, but I try to help them through it.
Well, I think you're incredibly brave, Luca. It's a hell of a choice to make.
What? To be different? It's not a choice if you are. The choice is about how you live with the fact that you are.
I see. Right. Thanks, Luca. Thanks.
No problem, Joe. A friend in need. Should we get back to business?
Amazing! I thought so. It was like a shaft of sunlight bursting through cloud, like coming out of the woods and finally seeing the sea.
Wow, you're a poet!
Sorry. I write a bit nowadays. Anyway, talking to Luca, it helped me make up my mind. I was going to do what I wanted to do, not what others wanted me to do. So I quit the football.
And how did that go down?
Not well, with almost everyone.
All change. Next up, kitchen.
What do you mean? You're not playing?
What I said. I'm not playing.
But you got to. You're in the team.
Not anymore. I quit.
Quit? You can't. Tell him he can't.
He can.
What?
He can quit if he wants to.
Whose side are you on?
His.
Hey? But he can't quit now. It's the semi-final.
So what?
It's the semi-bloody final!
So bloody what?
This is all your fault. This is all her fault.
I should certainly hope so.
Oh, I can't get my breath. All those years, all them ups, all them downs, all them Sunday mornings in the wind and the rain and the mud, and it were all for naught.
He makes it sound like First World War.
And my son has turned into a bloody actor, a dancer, a sodding singer, and God only knows what else. Why?
Perhaps he's gay.
You what? How dare you? My son? Queer? You're not, are you?
Well, Dad, or can I call you Bob? I wasn't going to say anything before, but now that you mentioned it...
OMG! Exclamation mark. Quit the team, shit on mates, and for dancing! Exclamation mark. Sad Joe, sad! Exclamation mark.
Loser! Exclamation mark. Loser! Joe! Big time loser! Can't you set out?
Musicals are for girls. Stop. Good night, Josephine. Stop.
And dancing is for gays! Exclamation mark.
Gay boy dash I'm single dot hit me up Josie !
Hashtag Billy Joe Elliot full stop. Hope the tutu fits !
You're out, Joe! Out! !
I decided eventually that it's what's in my head that matters. I am, and what my head tells me to be, different.
And is that okay?
It is for me, and it can be for you. You are who you are.
So, loser to Luca.
Very clever. But seriously though, it changed the way I thought about things. Gave me some confidence in myself. Made me better able to trust myself and my own feelings. And it also taught me that if you ask questions and you listen, you can learn something.
Never a truer word. The same happened to me, a chance meeting, and I mean chance. One Saturday afternoon on Fargate. Me and my pink friends had gone into town and I'd somehow become detached. Not unusual. And there was this small demo going on. People handing out leaflets, a placard or two. And there was this girl, about my age as I was then, 16, who began to sing. I can see her face, hear her voice now, clear as day.
Next stop, Fargate.
This is our world, this is our home, this beautiful planet that means everything. This is our sky, these are our seas, this is our land, so hear me sing. Let's treat it with love, let's treat it with care. Can't wait for tomorrow to see what that brings, for this is our world. This is our world. This is our world. This is our world. And this is our air, what each of us share. It's up to us all to make sure it's clean. The water's so dear, let it run clear as a stream, a pure mountain stream. It's not just for us, for those that we love. Let's make it a world where they live our dreams. Yeah, this is our world. This is our world. This is our world. This is our world.
Hi, thanks. I'm Olivia.
Hi, I'm Rosie.
I just wanted to say, that was really great, Rosie. Really great.
Thanks.
Whose song was it?
Mine. Yours. Mine. I wrote it.
Really? That's amazing. I wish I could write songs like that.
Try. You never know if you don't.
I don't suppose you do, but, well, I'm not sure what I'd write about.
You write about what you care about. I do. What's that for you?
Well, I'm not sure. My friends, they're all into the social stuff, you know, like parties and boys and clothes and boys and more boys, I suppose.
But you're not, are you?
Well, I wouldn't say, well, not to them, no. Yeah, I'd say I'm not really into that. That, in fact, I hate it. And all the social media stuff that comes with it. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm a goldfish in a bowl I never wanted to be in. Don't suppose you know what I mean, do you?
Oh, I do. Certainly I do. Been there, done it, got the t-shirt.
But not now.
Not now. My friends now are my friends because we care about the same stuff. Climate change, the environment. We actually do stuff together and the friendship's built around that. We help each other, support each other. It's what real friendship's about. It makes you feel better about yourself.
But not worse, which is how I feel. I mean, it's not about who said what to whom, about whom, when and where.
Exactly.
It sounds so much better.
It is. You could get involved if you like. We meet every Wednesday. You fancy trying?
I'm not sure. I don't know anything about climate change.
You don't have to. Just go for it. Do something different.
Right. Can we sort numbers then?
So we did. I went. Loved it. Talking about stuff that actually mattered instead of Zac Efron's sodding six-pack.
And the pinkies?
As you'd expect, I didn't tell them. Though we did get spotted and snapped on a demo outside the Peace Gardens.
Ooh, and let me guess. Facebook feeding frenzy.
Spot on.
Girls, have you seen this question mark? Some sort of a demo in the Peace Gardens. What do you think it's for, question mark? Kiss, kiss.
Dunno. Stop. Looks like the Homeless Society to me, lol.
A bit of deodorant wouldn't go amiss in that crowd.
OMG! Is that Liv, question mark?
No way! Is she tagged in the pic, question mark?
It's definitely her.
What are we going to do about this, question mark?
I've had enough of her, thinking she's so special, so different. Stop. She'll never be one of us. Lucy has left the group chat.
Madison has left the group chat.
Sophie has left the group chat. Zoe has left the group chat.
Emma has left the group chat.
Real friends help each other, support each other. They're supposed to make you feel better about yourself, not worse. Go for it, Olivia. Go for it.
And did you?
Eventually, but it wasn't easy. I spent a lot of time like that. But Mum was great, listened, never judged, didn't push me back towards pink or on towards green. She was just there.
Where was your dad?
Wasn't.
It's funny, really. From what you told me about him joining a commune, you would have thought he'd like the idea of you saving the planet.
Unfortunately, as Mum said, he was on a different planet at the time, and Scotty never beamed him up.
Is that what you do now, then? Environmental stuff?
Sort of, but not directly. I'm a civil engineer. The firm I work for builds social housing.
Really?
You sound surprised.
Well, it's just... my dad would have a fit.
Because building's a man's world. Not many fit either builds around, eh?
Well, it's just that...
Oh, don't worry about it. I've been living with it since I chose my A-levels. I even took my mum by surprise. And as for Grandma...
So, all the pinkies are going to, wait for it, Sheffield College to do hair and beauty.
Well, what a surprise.
And you?
I'm going to go into sixth form and do my A-levels.
And become a doctor. I knew it!
Hang on, Mum, she might not want that.
But don't be silly, Sarah. She's a bright, young, clever girl. She'll make a wonderful doctor.
I'm sure she would. But I'm not sure she wants to be. That's if I can read that look on my daughter's face, Olivia.
I'm going to be a civil engineer.
But that's building and things.
There's a lot more to it than that, Gran.
But building sites and scaffolding and bricks and wolf whistles and mucky men. It's no place for a woman, a young woman.
But that's where you're wrong, Gran. That's exactly where there should be more women.
I suppose me and your gran thought you'd go into the so-called caring professions, if you know what I mean.
I know, Mum, but if you think about it, building homes is pretty caring. Or it should be. I mean, we had a talk about it in the group meeting.
So, the subjects.
Maths, physics and chemistry. What do you think?
So, maths, physics and chemistry it is. And there was me, looking forward to a free hairdo.
Right, girls, applications at the ready. Hair and beauty, here we come. Madison.
Hair and beauty, Emma. Hair and beauty, Sophie.
Hair and beauty, Lucy.
Mechanics.
Mechanics?
Yeah, it's all lads, and you should see the size of their spanners.
Oh! Lucy, are you serious?
No, of course not. Hair and beauty.
Right, after 3. 1, 2, 3.
All for one and one for all. It's hair and beauty. Let's have a ball!
All together, press.
Talking of balls, what's Cinderella doing?
Oh, Olivia. Well, I heard she's staying at school.
Ooh, still a schoolgirl then.
Well, some people just don't want to grow up.
To be fair, some don't have the bottle to be more independent, so college frightens them.
Yeah.
But we can't wait. Not schoolgirls anymore. Young women.
Who want to meet a lot of
Young men! With big spanners!
Well, it must have helped having a mum like that at least.
It did, though of course it's the pinkies you have to endure as well. Even if you're not seeing them in their full technicolor flesh, they're still there.
Only if you let them be.
True, but it's not easy to isolate yourself at 16, and pulling out of the whole social media thing feels like isolation.
Solitary confinement. Tell me about it. If I'd have stayed on in sixth form to become an engineer, I'd have had a chance. But no, I chose to do theatre studies, music and dance. I'd have been more popular with my football friends if I'd have caught leprosy.
And it's hard sitting in on a Saturday night knowing you're the odd one out.
Or in this case. It's funny, isn't it? Social media is often the exact opposite. Antisocial. A way to hurt people, exclude them, put them down. Make sure they know they're not really wanted. Or, in the case of the mechanics lads, the knuckleheads I called friends at a time. A way to tell us all what they've been doing with their spanners.
Ugh. Or would have liked to have thought they'd done.
Oh, I got it in one. They used to post in our group chat about how they'd given her a good service.
Oh, disgusting. And that's the problem, teenagers. And not just teenagers. Think they can say things online that they'd never dream of saying to someone's face.
They might dream it, but they'd never do it.
And why? I'd like to think it's because most people draw back when they can actually see the person they're talking about.
Most people, yes. But were that true of everybody, I wouldn't have had the fight.
You? A fight? You don't seem the type.
Yeah, I wasn't. And to be honest, it wasn't really a fight. Fights take two.
What happened?
I was all the way back from rehearsal with Luca. We'd become quite good friends at this point. We're on the bench. They must have been drinking. With a garage gang.
Oh.
Next stop, shopping centre.
Hello! Oh, not you, Joe, you bird. You what? You bird, we're whistling at her. Look, Macca, Luke is not my bird. Luke is a friend. Got a good arse on her. You could do worse. He could do worse. He could. You have! So, you're not going out with it? As I said, no. Luke is a friend. Fine. Watch this, lads.
Oh, dear.
All right, they love. Let's you drink some night.
With you?
Yeah, with me.
No.
You what? You don't know what you're missing?
I can imagine. Look, if I wanted a lad's night out, I can think of way better company.
A lad's night out? I'm talking about a date.
Really? You gay?
Me?
Yes.
Gay? What's she on about, Joe? You wouldn't get it, Macca, even if I told you.
Here, Macca, come here.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
Is she, Joe? One of them? Bleeding hell, Joe. Does your dad know? Look, Macca, can we just leave it there? You've said enough. And to be honest, most of it complete offensive crap. But then what? You've always been full of crap.
Oh.
We're leaving. No, you're not.
Come on, get up!
No, Joe!
Come on!
Don't! It's not worth it! You are better than this! Come on, let's go!
You're a gay boy, nothing but a dancing gay boy!
Chill!
Right, come on, it's getting stale.
Okay.
That was horrible.
Not pleasant, no. As I'm sure you can imagine, it was the final nail in that particular social coffin.
Good riddance.
I still had to deal with him though, didn't I? The other lads weren't as bad as Macca. They just had the courage to stand up to him.
In case they got the hard shoulder as well.
Understandably, really. And then, of course, there was Dad.
What? You told him?
Oh, Gardiner. But Facebook always finds a way.
Next stop, kitchen.
So Macca at you?
Yep.
But why? I thought he was a mate.
Things change.
They do. You have. I hope you cracked him back.
No.
No? Why not?
I was going to, but a friend stopped me.
A friend? What sort of friend stops a bloke from standing up for himself? You mean you just let him hit you and get away with it? I can't get me breath.
Might help if you shut up for a minute.
You keep your bloody nose out of it.
Bob, give Joe a chance to speak. Go on, love.
Well, there's nothing much more to explain. Macca was being really unpleasant to a friend of mine from the group. I objected. We tried to leave. He hit me. Then we left.
And this so-called friend of yours stops you from standing up for yourself. Why?
Because Luke is not like that. And I don't want to be either.
Look, a bloke has to stand up for himself. If you don't stand your ground, people will walk all over you and they'll think you're a puff.
Oh, Bob, God help us. It's like living with a gorilla.
It's a bit unfair on gorillas.
I'm sorry for laughing, Joe. But your dad.
I know. And looking back on it, I can see the funny side. But at the time, it really got to me. You want your parents to understand, at least.
I suppose going away to uni gave you a bit of a break.
Yeah, going away did. But it wasn't to uni.
Oh.
It was drama school, where I met lots of like-minded people. Most of whom were fine, some of whom were prima donnas. Just at drama school, I make it into an art form. It's interesting. Looking back, no one had quite the same impact on me as Luca. And such meetings are quite accidental. Like a lot of life, I suppose. You don't necessarily plan the important bits.
A poet and a philosopher I can't keep up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be. I mean, you're right. You saw the impact meeting Rosie had on me. And there was someone else. Someone else who helped me to book the confidence trend. Her name was Isabel. And I met her after an incident on a building site. I was in my second year on placement.
Hello there, how can I help? Bob Parker. As you can see, my name is plastered all over the site. I know, Bob the Builder. You couldn't write it, could you? And I know young Olivia, but I don't think we've had the pleasure.
Isabel Ginty, Equal Opportunities Officer with the National Union of Students. You can call me Miss Ginty, and you can call Olivia, Olivia.
Right. And how can I help you, Miss Ginty?
You got my letter about the incident involving Olivia.
I did. I have it here. And well, I think there's been a bit of a misunderstanding. You see, you say what happened, and I have it here, was an invasion of privacy. Well, that's a bit strong, isn't it? I mean, this is a building site. And what happened, the way I see it, is, well, it's like banter. Like a bit of a joke. That's where I'm coming from.
I know exactly where you're coming from, Mr. Parker, and we would rather not go back there. Taking a photo of this nature is a crude violation of a woman's right to privacy. It is sexual harassment.
Oh, Wally. I mean, Olivia, surely you don't see it like that.
On the contrary, but that's exactly how I see it. How would you like it if I put a camera down your trousers and put the picture all over Facebook?
Well, now you come
I'm not expecting an answer to that, Mr. Parker. Olivia is trying to get you to stand in her shoes.
Well, all right. What exactly do you want me to do about it? I mean, I can't turn the clock back. What's done is done.
Very true, Mr. Parker. You can't, however hard you try. I explained in the letter, whilst what happened is not technically a crime yet, we want you to reprimand in writing those responsible and then make it absolutely clear, again in writing, that such bullying behaviour is totally unacceptable on any of your sites. Will you do that?
I'll think about it.
If it helps you to think, we can go to the press, go online, contact the National Federation of Builders. It's your choice.
Whoa, hold your horses. There's no need for any of that. I'll sort it. I'm a man of my word, Miss Minty.
I'm sure you are Mr. Barker, and it's Ginty with a G as in gorilla.
And it's Parker with a P.
Of course, Parker with a P as in prehistoric. Good day to you.
That was amazing! You put the fear of God in me, let alone him. How did you learn to be so strong and so purposeful?
Well, I suppose I've had to be. When you're autistic, as I am, you have to learn to cope first. And then, if you're like me, you want to do more than that. Be independent, be in control of your life. Autism means you're different, so you have to work out what's the best way for you. Following the crowd isn't really an option.
I guess I've realised that in my own way, but thanks for spelling it out for me. Can I buy you a coffee?
No.
Oh.
Never touch the stuff, but a water would be lovely.
It would be my pleasure.
Okay. I'm speechless. What an amazing coincidence. And how bloody embarrassing. Thank God you never made a connection. Or did you?
No, I'd never seen you two together, of course. Well, until now. I hadn't realised.
Was he true to his word?
He was. You know, I still got funny looks every now and again, but he did. You know, he helped. It made a difference. So yes, he was.
That's good. To be fair, Dad is a decent bloke. It's just that he, like I suppose we all are, a product of his experience, of his life. He's changed a bit now.
With you?
Definitely with me. But more than that, he could still go off on one, and what he says to his golfing mates, he's retired now, in a bar at the end of a round, is probably not what he says to me. But that's good, I think, because it means he's thinking about how others feel. He's a lot better at accepting that people are different, but all right.
So he doesn't mind you being an actor?
I'm not. Well, not professionally, anyway. I gave that up after too many years of playing second spear carrier while someone else plays Hamlet. I trained as a teacher, drama, so that's what I do now. It helped Dad and me find some common ground because teachers were normal in his book. And when we did up a house together for my wife and me, we actually worked side by side. And I think that can help a lot. And now he's a proud granddad. Baba!
Okay, Peter.
You're on pickup duty too, then?
I am.
Right. Like being a taxi service, eh?
Right, it is that. Mind you, girls can't be going home on their own
no.
like this, can they? Not nowadays.
No. Right.
Come on, Robbie, your granddad's waiting. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Parker. Robbie and I were just discussing his solo.
Oh, not a problem. And I wish you'd call me Bob.
Well, I'm glad I've seen you, Bob. I just wanted to say again how grateful we are for your generous sponsorship of Guys and Dolls.
Glad to help. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Do you know it?
No, but his dad were in it when he were a similar age, and, well, one thing led to another, and I never got to see it, so I suppose I've got a bit of catching up to do, so to speak.
That's lovely, because I think Robbie is going to be just as good as his dad was. I was in it with him, you know.
Really? Were you? Small world, eh?
So, does acting, singing, dancing run in the family?
Well, if it does, I'm the missing link. That's Robbie here. What's your dad like dancing?
Like a gorilla on two left feet.
And that's him being kind. Any road, we best be off. We've got to pick his sister up.
She in the group too?
A team, football.
Hey, my grandfather supports him.
Really? You really are a generous man, Mr. Parker.
Oh, I just like to do my bit. Anyhow, we're off now. I'll see you soon. Come on,
Indeed.
man.
And thank you, Mr. Parker.
Welcome.
Oh, Joe, I love it! He's like a big cuddly toy. Who'd have thought it?
Not me, certainly. But it must have been there this whole time. Perhaps he needed a chance to play a different part. Perhaps we all do. You know how some actors get typecast, the villain, the hero, and then they play a different part, and then we all say, where did that come from?
There he is, the philosopher again.
Yes. And you? Last time we saw you, you were on a building site.
And I still am, regularly, despite having 2 children. Well, teenagers now. No, it's my husband that does the stay-at-home bit. More of an economical decision more than anything, since we moved back to Sheffield.
Oh. And the Pinkies? Do you keep in contact? I mean, not much in common, I suppose.
Oddly enough, I do still see them.
Really? After all that?
Well, I've got to get my hair done somewhere.
Next up, some hair over the rainbow.
Hi, Liv. What's it to be today? Oh, you know me, Zoe, same as usual.
Oh, Liv, dare to be different. What about a tint or two?
If you remember after your last tint or two, the kids said I looked like an angry zebra. No, same as usual.
What do you think, Em? A hint of blue?
Oh no, I'd go full rainbow like our Maisie. She's joined this group and they're doing a sponsored hairdo to raise funds like. Oh, I can't wait to have a go. Can I practice on you, Luce?
You cannot! Imagine my reckon getting home from work and finding me with a rainbow on my head. He'd have a fit, bless him.
How is the lovely lad?
Fine. On a course today. Electric cars. Mecca. On a course. And why not? He's got brains, my Macca.
He's hidden them well.
I must admit, it wasn't his mind that first attracted me to him all those years ago.
Very true. At the time, you said it was the size of his spanner.
Emma, this is a respectable salon. But she's right, isn't she, Lucy?
Maybe, but if truth be told, girls, it turned out to be decidedly average as spanners go.
Seriously, Lucy, you've been so good for him. He's changed so much since those teenage years. He was always so angry. Do you remember when he hit Joe Parker for no reason? He was so angry.
He was, and you know, he said he regretted hitting Joe as soon as he'd done it, but he couldn't bring himself to say sorry in case he looked soft. Now he's as soft as a brush.
I wonder what happened to Joe. Oh, he's moved back to Sheffield. Lives in Nether Edge, he lives. A teacher, I've heard. I had a crush on him once from a distance.
Really? You never said.
It was during my time in the wilderness. I told Rosie and she said I should tell him, but, well, you don't, do you? Not at that age.
No, you don't, and neither do they. Most of them struggle to string two romantic words together.
And so you end up with all these potential relationships that never got started. Makes me wonder how things might have turned out, and how we've ended up where we are.
It's what happens though. Life is just what happens. Most of the time anyway.
But it's turned out all right, hasn't it? I mean, we're still friends.
Yeah, we got through it.
Got through what?
The teenage years. Sometimes I think it should come with a government health warning. Happy 13th birthday, you are now entering the danger zone. Talking of which, Zoe, let's go for it.
Go for what?
Tints. You only live once.
Wow. Tints it is. Ready or not, here they come.
Oh, the teenage crush. How embarrassing.
Wish I'd known. I spent some considerable time thinking I got something wrong with me as far as girls were concerned.
Well, I couldn't have said anything. I was just like you. I'd look in the mirror and think, if only.
If only, if only. If only what we'd know then, what we know now. Have you seen those letters people write to their younger selves? If only.
And what would you write, Joe? Well, you're a writer. What would you write?
Lots. Lots. I'd start by saying,
Dear teenage me, please don't keep it to yourself. Don't let it weigh you down. Don't let it eat away at your self-esteem. Feed and grow in the darkness. Open the door. Let the light in. I know it's not easy, but try to talk. Try to tell someone you trust how you feel. Let them lighten the load. Some say a problem shared is a problem halved. It's not. It's still yours. But talking about it can help. There's one thing I've learned in the years since I was you. It's that we are all better together. And that we all, or at least most of us, do like to help. But we need someone to give us the chance. So please, talk.
Dear teenage me, it's a screen. Screens show things, yes, but they hide things too. And not just things, they hide people. Hide them so they can be different from the people you know, or think you know. Screens let people pretend, make you think they're somebody they're not. You've done it. That holiday picture in Spain, surrounded by lads on the beach, you finally posted it. Over 30 likes, was it? That felt good, didn't it? But then, out of the shadows came, "Look who ate all the pies." Just a joke, she said. It's not easy to put your phone down, You'll be attached to it, like an anxiety-provoking superglue, an itch you always have to scratch. But try to use the spaces that help, like WhatsApp, where you're part of a group you choose to be part of, that you trust. Get off the online rollercoaster, close the Facebook door, bury the Snapchat knife, wave goodbye to the chains of Instagram. Sit down with your friends, talk to them, hear their voices. Get back on safer ground. It's a better place to be.
Dear teenage me, I know you're different. Your interests aren't the same as theirs. Clothes, makeup, boys, who's in, who's out, and you're definitely out. And I know you tell yourself you don't care, but it's hard, isn't it? Because you do, a bit. Everyone does. But listen, keep on enjoying school, the lessons, the teachers, the structure of it all. And don't feel guilty about that. It really is okay to like school. Work hard, you like that. And get the grade 8 piano, it's going to matter for you. Yes, that party was a mistake, but don't beat yourself up. It's a mistake lots make. You were so pleased to be invited, but the noise, the beer, you felt like an alien. Don't worry, it's okay to prefer the peace of the church, the gentle adult company. Of course it can be lonely being different at your age, but it won't last. You'll grow, you'll learn, you'll teach your beloved piano, you'll make some real friends and meet someone special whom you love and who loves you for who you are. Stick in there, kid, you have got a friend. Look closer, she's there inside. It's you, trust her. Yours forever, Madge.
Leo.
Denise.
Rosie.
Audrey.
Kate.
Kathy.
Isabel.
Samuel.
Martin.
Ewan.
Tom.
Robert.
Matt. Daniel.
Michael.
Kai.
Mark.
Tara.
Deacon.
Caroline.
Alice.
Yours forever.